a single no. I see Loretta said definitely. Okay, now I know that this goal sounds really reasonable and realistic, and so I definitely don't blame anyone, definitely don't blame any of you for setting this as your goal. Now, I mean, personally, I'm a really down-to-earth person myself, and so I respect a reasonable goal like this. But, and this is probably going to surprise you, but this goal actually leads to failure and causes most YouTubers to never reach 1,000 subscribers. In fact, did you know that only 17% of channels ever get monetized? And not just 17% of like all channels, because a lot of people have YouTube channels or accounts that they just use to watch YouTube, but I'm talking about YouTubers that actually post videos. Only 17% of channels that post videos ever get monetized. Now, the truth is that if you want to grow your channel into a success, and if you want to be able to turn your channel into a full-time thing and start earning a living as a creator, then you are going to need a different strategy and a better goal. And really, that is exactly why we are here today, so that you can learn the strategy that will work to quickly grow your channel to 1,000 subscribers so that you can get it monetized just 3 months from now. And as you will learn more about later on, setting that slow and steady goal of trying to get your channel monetized over the next year is actually a recipe for failure. So my secret hope is that by teaching you these 3 secrets, you are inspired to dream a little bigger so that you can get serious about turning your channel into a success. Now, one last thing before we get into those 3 secrets, just for context, everything that I will be teaching you today is from the fast track method. So what is the fast track method? Well, it is a 3-phase process for reaching monetization within a 3-month time frame. Now, after using quite a few different systems and strategies for trying to grow YouTube channels, this one has become our absolute favorite, so much so that it is now the only system we use to grow YouTube channels because it is simply the most effective and creates the most predictable results. I'll explain a bit more about this method later on, including breaking down what those 3 phases are and exactly what each one involves. But for now, I just wanted you to know where the strategies that you're going to learn today originated from. Okay, so let's get into this. Here is what we are going to be covering over the next hour. First, the most important factor for racking up watch hours as quickly as possible. A lot of people have a lot of trouble kind of getting the ball rolling with their channel and getting the views that they need to get the hours they need to get their channel monetized. So I want to show you exactly what you need to do to make it start happening just as quickly as possible. Second, you will be learning how to maximize every viewer that finds your channel so that you can reach your goal with fewer videos. Now, this is important because a lot of people post 30, 50, even 100 videos and still don't get their channels monetized. And I'm sure you know how time-consuming each video is to create. So I want to show you what you need to do to get your channel monetized with as little as 10 to 20 videos. In fact, we had one student set a record last year using this strategy to surpass 1,000 subscribers with only 5 videos posted. Okay, and then third, I will be sharing a surprisingly simple strategy for slashing the time it takes to get monetized by half. Again, I really don't want reaching this goal to take you years. So this third secret is going to show you something that honestly is pretty obvious, but it makes a huge difference with both the time that it takes your channel to get monetized and how successful your channel will go on to become. And a lot of people miss it. So even though it might seem obvious when I say it, I gotta point it out. Okay, and then I've actually got one more secret to share with you today because, well, I'm all about over-delivering and under-promising. So here's one more bonus secret, and that is the biggest mistake that most new YouTubers make that prevents them from ever growing beyond 100 subscribers. As you saw a few minutes ago on that pie chart, only 17% of new channels ever get monetized. And we're going to talk about exactly why that is and what you need to do differently to get better results than average, because average clearly is not good enough here. Okay, so let's do this. Starting out with secret number 1, the most important factor for racking up watch hours as quickly as possible. Okay, so what prevents people from successfully getting the watch hours they need? Well, let me use a silly example to illustrate. Imagine you want to bake a chocolate cake. And of course, you want to bake the best cake possible. So what do? Well, you probably pull out your favorite cookbook, do a Google search, maybe visit allrecipes.com. You find a recipe that looks great and you get to work. A couple hours later, though, despite your best attempt and what you thought was a great recipe, you don't have a beautiful cake. In fact, you have what would more likely be called a disaster. What went wrong? Well, it wasn't the recipe. The recipe itself was good. It was solid. And it also wasn't you. You followed the recipe to a T. But the problem was, you were trying to use it to bake a cake underwater. And it doesn't matter how good your recipe is, it won't work in the wrong conditions. You know it, and it's true. A recipe only works in the right situation. And that goes for YouTube strategies too. A lot of people just try to copy what they see big established channels doing. But that doesn't work because those are the wrong strategies for the situation you're currently in. It's like trying to grow your channel underwater or bake a cake underwater. Your situation is different from the situation of those big channels, so their strategies won't work for you. Now, in fact, this has got to be one of the most common mistakes I see new YouTubers make, trying to use the wrong strategies to get their first 100 or first 1,000 subscribers. But the truth is that the strategies that work to add 100 subscribers to a channel that already has 1 million subscribers are completely different and will not work to get your first 100 subscribers when you're currently at 0. Why is this? Well, the fact of the matter is that people only watch videos about topics that they're interested in. Pretty obvious, right? Well, you might think, though, that you can get away with posting videos about all sorts of topics because, well, it looks like a lot of big channels do that and do just fine, getting millions of views on every video. But the truth is that the only reason those big channels can do that, the only reason they can post videos on a variety of topics is because they're big. Since they have already accumulated millions of subscribers, there are already millions of people who know them and know that they're interested in those channels themselves. In other words, those channels and creators have essentially become topics that people are now interested in. So now they can do almost anything they want. They can post videos on any topic they want, and people will still watch their videos because they're interested in the topic that is the channel or the topic that is the creator. But spoiler alert, you are not in that situation quite yet. And so you won't be able to get similar results using that strategy. Let me give you a quick little example. Back in 2012, I started my first YouTube channel. Now, this wasn't the channel that you see me on today. It was a completely different channel on a different topic. It was a beauty channel. And this channel was not a success at all. In fact, after posting videos for nearly a year, I had only managed to attract 23 subscribers. What was I doing wrong? Well, as it turned out, a lot of things. But one of the biggest mistakes that I made was that I was trying to copy what worked for big established channels in the beauty niche. Some of the most popular videos on those big channels were about the vloggers' beauty favorites or their product top picks. So I tried to copy those video ideas. But the truth was that nobody cared what products I liked because I didn't yet have an established subscriber base of people who loved me as a creator. Okay, so now to understand this next part, I need you to remember, people watch videos about topics they are interested in. So here's what I need you to do. Since you don't already have an audience, you need to tap into other existing interests. That's why it's so important that you do your keyword research and you discover what those are. If you don't, even if your video gets featured on YouTube's home page, people still won't click on it. Now, let me take a moment to explain that, because this is something that most people miss. Most new creators think that their biggest problem is that the algorithm isn't giving them the help they need. They think, if only the algorithm would recommend my videos more or rank me in search, then my videos would get more views and my channel would finally grow. But I would like to argue that is not the case at all. In fact, I would go so far as to say that even if your video were featured on YouTube's homepage, people still would not click on it or watch it. Why? Well, simply because people don't yet know you and know that they're interested in your channel. And unless you are finding the right topics for your videos that truly tap into their existing interests, you will never get their click and they will never discover how great your videos are. So here's what you need to do. You need to make sure that at least until you reach 1,000 subscribers, all of your videos are made to appeal to one specific audience. Now, that doesn't mean that they all have to be on exactly the same topic, and it definitely doesn't mean that the topic needs to be super niche or super specific. But you do need to make sure that you have a certain person or type of person in mind, and that you are making all of your videos for that person. Why is this important? Well, quite simply, by making content for just one specific audience, your videos will be exponentially more likely to be recommended to those people. That's because after someone happens to randomly click on one of your videos, the algorithm becomes much more likely to recommend another. In fact, specifically, the way the algorithm works is that after watching one video from a channel, the next time that viewer logs into YouTube, the algorithm almost always recommends another video from that same channel to them. And if that recommended video is on the same topic as the first one they watched, then it is much more likely that the viewer will be interested in it, which means they will be a lot more likely to click on it and to watch it, especially because now they'll likely recognize your channel name. Now, because you don't yet have a large subscriber base of people who love your videos, you need to make sure that you first hook them with an existing interest. Then, after watching a few of your videos, they will fall in love with you and your video, and that is when they will subscribe. The truth is that most people don't subscribe to a channel after watching just one video. So you really need to be strategic about the videos you create so that you can get them to watch multiple videos and have that chance to fall in love with you. I know that this has been a really big aha moment for a lot of people who have participated in this workshop in the past, realizing that they needed to get people to watch multiple videos to get the person to subscribe. Just getting someone to watch your video one time is not going to equal a new subscriber. Now, I want to take a moment here to point out something that is very important. When I say that you need to make all of your videos for a specific audience, that does not mean that you need to make them all about exactly the same topic, and it definitely doesn't mean that you need to make them about some obscure, super niche topic. A lot of YouTube gurus tell you that you need to do this, but it's just bad advice. They tell you that you need to try to rank your videos for, quote, non-competitive keywords, because your tiny channel can't compete for popular keywords yet. But here's the thing. First of all, when you are first starting out, your channel won't be ranking for any keywords at all. So any strategy that is based around ranking is going to take quite a while before it starts working. And second, even when you do finally rank for those keywords, you won't get very many views from them. That's because those keywords are generally also not very popular. And not only does that mean that you won't get very many views from search, it also means that there aren't very many people interested in that topic at all, which means that the algorithm is going to have a really hard time finding people who want to watch your videos in suggested. And that is not a good situation to be in. The algorithm is not going to like your channel. So, do not shy away from making videos about popular, quote, competitive topics. All you need to worry about is making sure that your videos will appeal to the same type of viewer. Okay, so let's talk about why this works. First of all, the algorithm loves it when you do this because you create a predictable result for it. A certain type of person consistently clicks on each of your videos. And that causes the algorithm to recommend your videos more and more because it means that you're making the algorithm's job really easy. See, it's optimized to try to get as many views as possible for YouTube, to try to keep people on the platform for as long as possible, so that YouTube can make as much money as possible. So if you can help it out by making videos that a certain type of person loves and always clicks on, then the algorithm will love you and your channel and suggest your videos more and more. And that means that you get more views, which obviously translates into more subscribers and more watch hours. Okay, so in conclusion, don't get distracted by the generic advice of YouTube giants. The truth is, what works for Mr. Beast, Markiplier, or PewDiePie won't help you get your first 100 or your first 1,000 subscribers. Okay, let's move on now and talk about secret number 2, how to maximize every viewer that finds your channel so that you can reach your goal with fewer videos. Okay, so normally the strategy that I'm about to share with you allows you to reach 1,000 subscribers with anywhere between about 10 and 30 videos. But sometimes students surprise us by hitting their goal with way fewer videos. Like last year when Kelly McIntosh joined Creator Fast Track, she sent us this email just a few weeks after joining to share her success with the program so far. Here's what she had to say. After posting just 5 videos, she reached 1,000 subscribers and was only 400 watch hours away from getting monetized. Crazy! Here is a screenshot from her channel at that time where you can see the 5 videos that she had posted so far and the 1.6 thousand subscribers that she had attracted with the fast track method. And like I said, that was about a year ago. Her channel has now surpassed 10,000 subscribers. That is so cool, and I am so inspired by this story. People just keep kind of smashing this record and hitting that 1,000 subscriber milestone with fewer and fewer videos, which is incredible. Okay, so let's get into this secret so you can learn how to do this for yourself. Okay, so back in secret number 1, I showed you how important it is that, at least at first, you keep all your videos focused on one main topic and designed for one type of viewer. So what's really cool about this is that it means that anyone who stumbles across one of your videos is automatically qualified to watch all your other videos. And that creates an awesome opportunity to promote your other videos to that new viewer, which is one of the easiest possible ways you can increase your views and watch hours. This is a really unique opportunity because the toughest part of marketing anything, and that's really what you're trying to do, you're trying to market your videos and market your channel. Well, the toughest part of trying to market anything is just getting people's attention. You can't convince anyone to subscribe or watch your videos until they first notice you exist, right? So once someone finds your channel and watches one of your videos, you have a golden opportunity to share your other videos with them. And I really don't want you to waste that opportunity. So I'm sure you can see why this is so important. So let's talk about some specific ways you can do this. Some specific ways that you can promote your other videos to your new viewers after they watch one of your videos so that you can get more views every time one of your videos gets discovered. So the first one here is the most obvious. You can recommend your related videos to them in each new video that you make. All you need to do is mention the other videos on your channel whenever you mention something related. And then of course you can also add an info card up in the corner of your video so that they can easily find the video you mentioned. The second tactic you can use to promote your videos to your new viewers is to add videos to your end screen. YouTube makes it so easy to do this, and because all of your videos are on similar topics, you'll be able to recommend almost any of your other videos, and the viewer will be most likely interested and quite possibly click. And that means you're getting another bonus view from that viewer. Now, some of you might not be aware of this next one, but creators can pin one comment to the top of the comments section below each of their videos. And in that pinned comment, you guessed it, promote one of your other related videos. You can also add links to related videos to your video description, as well as drive viewers into series playlists. Let's talk about this one for a moment. So every large channel has an advisor for YouTube called a YouTube Partner Manager or YouTube Partner Advisor. And one of the most common pieces of advice that my advisor has given me, and that I know they give all of the big channels, is that we need to create series on our channels. So series are multiple videos that lead one into the next. Now, this could be done like your favorite TV show, but it doesn't have to be a story like that. It also could be an educational series, for example. Series are amazing for increasing your views, your watch hours, and growing your channel because they naturally prompt viewers to watch multiple videos from your channel at once. So what you need to do is, first, create videos that fit together into a series. And so you want videos that lead one into the next. Second, add those videos into a playlist on your channel. And then third, promote that playlist to your viewers. How can you do that? Well, you probably guessed it already. You can use any of these strategies that I just shared with you for promoting a video to instead promote the entire playlist of your series and get them to watch multiple of your videos at once. You can also add your playlists to your channel's homepage. Now, not only will this help you to promote your videos, but it's also going to make your channel look more legit and make people who visit it more likely to decide to subscribe. Okay, so this here is the last slide for secret number 2, so this would be a great time to take a screenshot before we move on to secret number 3 if you want to remember these different ways of promoting your videos and promoting your series. Okay, so secret number 3, a surprisingly simple strategy for slashing the time it takes to get monetized by half. Now, this secret honestly is pretty obvious, but a lot of people don't even think of it, and it means that they end up taking way longer to get monetized and often never even make it to that point since they end up getting discouraged and giving up. So the first steps are what we've already covered in secrets 1 and secrets number 2. First, making all of your videos for one target audience, and second, promoting your videos to your new viewers. Now, by doing these 2 things, you are going to start to see your viewers and your watch hours take off pretty quickly. Now, once that starts happening, then you need to make sure that you are paying close attention to your analytics. Now, I know that you've probably heard people say, study your analytics before, but most of the time the gurus don't really tell you exactly what you're looking for in those analytics. Now, I know that that's not very helpful, so I want to show you something really specific to pay attention to as your channel is growing that will make a big difference. So what you need to pay attention to is which of these numbers are climbing faster. Are you closing in on your 1,000 subscriber goal, or are your watch hours racking up more quickly? Now, here's just a little hint. If you follow the steps I covered in secrets number 1 and number 2, then most likely it's going to be your watch hours that start climbing faster. Your subscribers might not grow much at first, but that is completely all right, and I'll explain why in just a moment here. The reason you need to pay attention to these numbers, though, is because many new channels fly past one milestone, but then they have to wait months before they reach the other. And that causes them to miss out on months of potential revenue. In other words, months go by when they could have been making money, but they aren't because they miscalculated and didn't properly strategize to reach those 2 goals at the same time. Now, I really don't want that to happen to you, so make sure that you pay attention to which metric is climbing faster so that you can adjust your strategy accordingly. And again, if you follow secrets 1 and 2, then your views and watch hours will grow faster. So how you're going to adjust your strategy is to pivot from promoting your other videos to instead focusing on asking people to subscribe. By dividing and conquering in this way, first focusing on one metric, your watch hours, and then focusing on the second, subscriptions, you'll be able to reach each of these goals much more quickly. And by then pivoting your strategy as you close in on the required number of watch hours, you'll ensure that you reach both thresholds at a very similar time, which means you'll be able to start earning income from your videos at the earliest possible point in time. Okay, so I know what you're probably thinking though. Why not just do this from day 1? Why not just promote both things, ask people to watch your other videos, ask people to subscribe, then you'll probably reach them at about the same time, right? Well, that is what most small channels do. They beg people to subscribe in every video because they're desperate for subscribers, and they also promote all their other videos. But hear me out on this one. The truth is that it is really tough to get people to do more than one thing. In fact, many studies have shown that the more requests you make of someone, the less likely they are to do anything. For example, if I asked my husband to take out the trash, there's a good chance that he would do it. But if I handed him a list of 50 different chores to do, then it's pretty likely that he wouldn't do any of them, at least not today. That's because when you make multiple requests, people aren't really sure which one to do first or now, and that lack of clarity causes them to ignore all of the requests. And that means that if you ask people to like, subscribe, leave a comment, buy my merch, and watch this video right here, then generally they won't do any of those things, which obviously is not what you want. So, to get the best results and actually grow your channel, you need to focus on one action that would be most helpful for your viewers to take, and then just ask them to do that one thing. So, what should you ask them to do? Well, I'm glad you asked. Okay, so surprisingly, when it comes down to it, views are truly the most important metric on YouTube. not subscribers, not likes, not comments, but views. And that is because views are what the algorithm is optimized for. Views are what make YouTube more money. So if your videos are getting more views, then the algorithm will recommend them more, as we discussed way back in secret number 1. And not only that, but views are also the most helpful for you. Views, of course, are what indicate that people are actually watching your videos, which is what you really want, right? And what's more, it's views that drive your ad revenue, meaning it's what directly makes you money. And to understand how this works with the algorithm to grow your channel, let's just consider how the algorithm worked originally versus how it works today. So when YouTube was first created, subscriptions were the most important thing. They were basically the algorithm. They were what determined whether or not your videos got suggested to people. If someone subscribed, then YouTube recommended your videos to them in their subscription feed. But if they didn't, then it wouldn't. It was just that simple. But now that quite a few years have passed and YouTube has spent literally millions of dollars developing and improving their algorithm, it doesn't rely on subscriptions anymore. Because now it can figure out what people really want to watch, not just what they say they want to watch, because those two things are not always the same thing. And while there are a lot of factors that go into that determination of what people really want to watch, one of the most straightforward and important is this. People tend to want to watch more of what they've watched in the past. And because of that, the algorithm almost always recommends more videos from channels that people have watched in the past, even if that viewer never actually clicked the subscribe button. So ultimately, while subscribers are necessary for monetization, you have to get 1,000 subscribers or you can't get your channel monetized, it is views that are actually much more important for all the other reasons. Okay, so now the time has come for that bonus secret, secret number 4. For this secret, I want to tell you all about the biggest mistake most new YouTubers make that prevents them from ever growing beyond 100 subscribers. Now, I'm a firm believer that the first step to solving a problem is to become aware of that problem. So I am sure that this is going to really help a lot of you avoid this big mistake that so many people make. Okay, so here's the thing. Most aspiring YouTubers dream way too small. Now, I know that at first this might not seem like a big issue, but let me show you how it sets most new YouTubers up for failure before they even start their channels. So, as I shared with you at the beginning of this workshop, when we surveyed over 500 small creators, we found that their most common goal was to get their channel monetized in 1 year. And many of you who are here today confirm that that is a goal of yours as well. But for some reason, most channels never reach 1,000 subscribers or get monetized. See, here's the thing. On YouTube, average just isn't good enough. The average channel never even gets monetized and certainly doesn't grow to be a big success. Here's that pie graph that I showed you earlier, but now with a little bit more detail. As you can see, only 17% of channels ever get monetized. The other 83% never reach 1,000 subscribers. And in fact, more than half of all channels that are posting videos, 52% to be specific, never even reach 100 subscribers. Now, why is this? What is stopping them? Well, in short, when you set a goal that is too small, you don't feel inspired by it. And because you don't feel inspired or challenged, you don't really give it the full effort that it requires. And that causes it to end up taking way too long to achieve. Now, that might not sound like a big deal, but it is. Let me give you an example to illustrate. Imagine your goal was to climb Mount Everest, but you weren't really sure you were capable of it, and so you decided to give yourself a long time to get it done, like a year. So you're starting to climb the mountain today, you haven't really prepared or anything like that, and so you're like, well, I'll try to do it over this next year. So you start climbing up the mountain. Well, what's going to happen? Okay, clearly you're going to run out of supplies because you didn't prepare. You're going to run out of energy because it's taken so darn long. And you're going to end up dying from exposure, never summiting the mountain. There are a lot of goals in life that slow and steady is a great strategy for. But there are others, like climbing Mount Everest or building a YouTube channel, where the longer you give yourself, the longer you have to sustain the effort. And that can make reaching the goal nearly impossible. The thing about YouTube is that it's a pretty competitive space. Now, it's not too competitive. With the right strategy, anyone can build a successful channel. We see it all the time with Creator Fast Track students. But if you want to try to just go at it with that slow and steady approach without any real strategy at all, then honestly, it's a waste of your time. And I really don't want that to happen to you, especially because I know firsthand how life-changing YouTube can be. Just a few short years ago, I didn't have a YouTube channel. I was a young mom struggling to support my family. I was working 1.5 jobs and way more hours than I wanted to because what I really wanted to be doing was homeschooling my kids. But there was no way I could have time for that unless something really changed. I dreamed of starting a YouTube channel because that sounded like an incredible, fun career and a really flexible way I could support my family. Let me know in the chat right now, what are your reasons why you want to start your channel? What's kind of your motivation? What are you hoping to get out of it? I know you're here because you want to build a successful channel. Obviously, you want to get your channel monetized. What would that mean to you? Now, for me, like I said, my goal was to have a career that would support my family without taking so much of my time. And I thought it also would be really fun and like a flexible and enjoyable way to do it. But honestly, I did not think that it was possible for someone like me. Now, I know that that might sound weird to you because you probably just know me as a successful YouTuber with over 500,000 subscribers. But back then, I had no idea that was possible. Honestly, I didn't feel like I had the personality for YouTube. I didn't think I was interesting enough or that anyone would want to listen to what I had to say. And I knew that I did not have any awesome, unique ideas for a channel. I see in the chat you guys sharing your motivations for starting your channel. Jackie said that she wants to be able to work from anywhere. Lewis said that he wants to grow his credibility. Serena said, get food for my son who eats a lot. Leslie said, our goal is to get our worship music out and have proof of concept to get bookings. Ashley said, to create an additional stream of income. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for sharing. Question for you now. Can anyone here relate to my struggle with maybe like not feeling like you have the personality for YouTube, not feeling like people would be interested in what you have to say? Maybe you're putting off starting your channel because you feel like your life isn't like interesting enough for YouTube, or you worry that no one will want to watch your videos, or maybe you have started already, but you're not really giving it your all because you feel like it will probably wind up just being a wasted effort. Let me know in the chat if you can relate to any of that. Scrolling down here in the chat. Rebecca said, yeah, I feel very uncharismatic. Gabrielle said, just being kind of skittish about putting myself out there. David said, let's see, Eileen said yes. Larissa said, I don't feel like I have anything 100% original to say. Yeah, okay, well, that was 100% me just a few years ago. Well, even though I partly got over those feelings and I got my first channel started, those feelings continued to follow me. And that is exactly what went wrong with that first channel. Because I felt like I'd never make it as a YouTuber, I gave myself a long time to reach my goal. And that gave me the space to be inconsistent and not give my videos the effort that they really needed to be able to succeed. After posting videos for over 3 years on that channel, I had only reached 900 subscribers. Now, was that progress? Yes, but honestly, it was just taking way too long. So I quit. I quit for a while. And I thought I was giving up. But after having quit for a while and not being on YouTube, I realized this was something I really wanted. And the challenge of it also had me intrigued. So I ended up just becoming determined to figure out how to win this YouTube game. So what followed was about 18 months of analyzing literally thousands of channels and videos. I was determined to crack the code of the YouTube algorithm and figure out how I could turn a channel into a success. So finally, I was ready to try again. And this time, my results were just a little bit different. In fact, I got more subscribers in my first 3 months with this new channel than I'd gotten in my first full 3 years with the first. Just 3 months after starting, I surpassed 1,300 subscribers. And then, not too long later, this happened. 15 months into the new channel, I reached 100,000 subscribers. It was a goal that honestly I never thought I would reach, so it was a huge confidence boost to do so. There's that little blip on my subscriber growth graph, 100,000 subscribers, but as you can see, it kept climbing way further. After 3 years, my channel had grown to over 370,000 subscribers, which I might point out is a fair bit more than the 900 subscribers I had gained in that same amount of time the first time around. Okay, so now after 6 years with this channel, I've gone on to surpass well over 500,000 subscribers. And I still feel like I can't even believe this is my life. Like, pinch me, am I dreaming? Honestly, growing this channel has changed my life in way more ways than I ever could have imagined. I mean, thanks to YouTube, I'm making a living doing something that is flexible and fun. YouTube is really the best career that I could imagine. Not only is my work truly enjoyable, but it is also so flexible. I typically choose to work about 4 hours a day, but even that can be done on my own schedule. And it's also so meaningful. I'm honored to be able to impact millions of people, and I love that I get to do so without even leaving my house. And this last point, it's a little bit hard to measure, but I am confident in my value in a way that I never previously knew. I mean, I'm still an introvert, and I'm sure I always will be, but now I know that I have something valuable to bring to the table, and that's just priceless. I bet that I know what you're thinking right now. You're probably wondering, what made the difference? What did I do so differently with that second channel that made it get such better results? Well, really, the biggest difference happened right at the start. By using the fast track methodology with my second channel, I was able to set it on a path of much faster growth in just its first few weeks. As you can see here from this graph, within the first 3 months, it already had a much better trajectory, okay? I had already gotten over 1,000 subscribers. It had already been set up for success. Now, something that I would like to point out here is that I was the same person when I started each of these channels. Okay, I know that that's pretty obvious, but hear me out, okay? I know a lot of us feel like we aren't smart enough, interesting enough, pretty enough, creative enough for people to want to watch our videos. I certainly felt that way, and I know others do too, because I get comments on my videos all the time saying things like, well, it's easy for you because you're a woman, so of course people want to watch your videos. Or they say, like, because you're young or because you're pretty or something like that. But I just want to point out that I was just as potentially attractive and interesting and intelligent when I started that first channel that never succeeded. The only difference was that I didn't believe that people would be interested, so I didn't really put my heart into making my videos or put the effort into growing my channel. I think that Henry Ford explained this really well. He said, "You must never, even for a second, let yourself think that you can fail. Our first principle is that failure is impossible. You may not get what you're trying to do right the first time or the second time or the 10th time or even the 100th time, but if you shut out of your mind the possibility of being licked, then you are bound to win." In other words, your belief in your potential is essential for your success. It's like that saying, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. Well, that is 100% true about your chances on YouTube. The truth is, you don't need a unique channel idea or the sparkliest personality to succeed on YouTube. You just need the right strategies at the right time. So the big question is, where will you be 1 year from today? Will you be among the 17% of monetized channels earning a living as a creator, or will you be stuck as one of the average channels that never even reaches 100 subscribers? Most of the new YouTubers who take that slow and steady route never become full-time creators. Of course, there are exceptions, but it's not what happens to most of them. Let me show you what typically happens. So this is the channel of someone I know, and honestly, he makes some really good videos. I don't want to embarrass him, so I'm not showing his channel's name here, but let's just look at the numbers and see what happened. So he first started posting videos about 10 months ago, and at first he was really consistent. He posted videos nearly every week for several months. Those videos were time-consuming to make, and eventually he ran out of steam. His channel was finally starting to grow. He was up to 436 subscribers, but he couldn't stay motivated for as long as it was taking. And it's so sad because not only did he invest all the time it took him to create those videos, but he also abandoned his dream of becoming a full-time creator, right when his channel was finally starting to take off. I'd like to hope that he might come back and start posting again, but unfortunately, that's not what typically happens. And honestly, this is a better than average situation that we're looking at right here. Let me show you something that's even more common. This is the channel of someone else I know, with, again, the name hidden to not embarrass him. But as you can see, he posted perfectly consistently at first, only to give up after just 2 months. Now, I know he was discouraged because he had only reached 9 subscribers, so I really wish he had started out with a better strategy. And that is why I am so passionate about getting creators on the fast track for growing their channels. I really want to help as many aspiring creators avoid burning out before they realize their dreams of going full-time with their channels. Okay, so let's wrap up secret number 4 with a recap of this secret. First, as you learned, most aspiring YouTubers don't really believe that they will ever be successful, and so they don't go all in. Instead, they set realistic goals like getting monetized over the next year. But because they feel like they have a lot of time, they don't put enough effort into their channel to stand out from their competition and get the momentum they need. So they end up burning out long before they ever reach 1,000 subscribers. Here are a few simple things you can do to avoid this pitfall. First of all, you must believe that you can build a successful channel. I know that this sounds fluffy and not very actionable, and if you know me at all, then you know that I like everything to be action-oriented. But this really is the first key to success. Now, how can you put it into practice, though? How can you make it practical? Well, you have to remember that your actions prove what you believe. Maybe you don't 100% think or feel like you'll succeed, but if you step out in faith and start taking action and giving your channel your best, then you will cultivate that belief and create the results that you want. Second, you need to create a strategic plan for your channel and make sure that you do your research. Research to learn the strategies that truly work for small channels so that you aren't just making that mistake of copying the big established channels. And third, I want you to really go all in for the first 3 months. You never know what is possible until you give it your best. And as you saw with my channel, the biggest difference with a successful channel is that it gets on a trajectory of fast growth right from the start. And that gives it the momentum that it needs to continue to grow easily. So, if you're really serious about your channel and about your goal of becoming a full-time creator, then do yourself a favor and commit to going all in for at least the next 3 months. Okay, we made it. Wow, okay, so I know that was a ton of information. So let me just quickly recap what we covered. First, you learned the most important factor for racking up watch hours as quickly as possible, which, as you will recall, is that at least until you reach 1,000 subscribers, you must make all of your videos for one target viewer. That is how you can get the algorithm to love you and start recommending your videos more and more. Second, we covered how you can maximize every viewer that finds your channel so that you can reach your goal with fewer videos. So remember, the toughest part of getting people to watch your videos and subscribe is just getting their attention in the first place. So you need to take full advantage of the people who stumble across your channel and promote your other videos to those viewers, which, if you are making all of your videos for one target audience, is super easy. Third, I shared the surprisingly simple strategy for slashing the time it takes to get monetized by half. And what was that? Well, it is that you divide and conquer. First, focusing on accumulating as many views and watch hours as possible, because the views are what really give your channel forward momentum and impact. And then, only when you're closing in on your watch hour goal do you pivot and start asking your viewers to subscribe. And then, finally, we covered the biggest mistake that most new YouTubers make that prevents them from ever growing beyond 100 subscribers. And that, as you'll recall, is that they dream way too small and they don't set themselves up for success with a more aggressive goal that really challenges them to go all in. And now you know that the first step to a successful channel is simply believing that it's possible, and that you need to put that belief into action by committing to your channel for at least the next 3 months. I see that someone in the chat said, let's subscribe to each other, and Dawn Marie correctly said, I don't think Gillian would recommend subbing for subbing. Yeah, that's not a strategy I would recommend. It's not really a sustainable strategy. It's not a strategy for getting the right viewers on your channel. And remember, subscribers are not the most important thing here. You need to get people to watch your videos, and then you need to get people to watch multiple of your videos. That is what will get the algorithm to love your channel, and will get people to actually watch your videos, which is the whole point, right? And ultimately what will make your channel grow. Okay, so I know that was a lot, so I would love to hear what you found most useful out of what I have shared with you. So tell me in the chat right now, what did you find most useful? Taking the time to think about this will help you to start to process the information, which will make it more likely to stick in your mind so that you can actually remember it. Plus, I always appreciate hearing what people's takeaways are. When I did this workshop last week, some of the most common responses that people gave to this question were that they found the idea of dividing and conquering the most useful, and some others said that understanding that views were the most important thing to focus on was a major mindset shift. So yeah, what about you? Tell me in the chat right now. Leslie said watch hours as the first goal. Tani said creative series. Kathleen said, oh, sometimes Zoom's chat does not behave with me. Sorry, Tawny, it ran away from me. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't find it. Let's see. Serena said, hours first, then subscribers. Ray said, a well-organized approach to growing your subscription. Eileen said, creating a series like the packaging of videos. Susan said, watch hours first, one audience first. Yes, absolutely. That is so important. Jacqueline said, being strategic and giving viewers only one call to action to do. Yes. And Dave said, less is more for calls to action. Absolutely. Carrie said, I like the one audience, the pivot, and cutting my time, focusing on the next 3 months. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Thank you guys so much for sharing. I'm sure that's going to help you remember. Okay, so our hour here is almost up, and I know that I'm going to need to go feed my baby pretty soon, so we don't have much more time. But there is so much more that I would like to teach you about how to grow your channel. In fact, there is a complete system that would be perfect for all of those of you who are the most serious about this goal of getting your channel monetized. So I am curious, would you guys like me to share that with you before we wrap this up? Let me know in the chat right now if you are interested in learning more about how to grow your channel to 1,000 subscribers so that you can get it monetized in the next 3 months. I just want to say this, I know that this more aggressive strategy isn't for everyone. A lot of people aren't really ready to go all in with their channels, and so they choose to just take that slow and steady approach. So I only want to get into sharing the fast track system with you guys if there is enough interest. I'm seeing a lot of yeses in the chat though. I see Yolanda and Owen said absolutely, and Chaz said yes, and Katina said yes, and Sabrina said yep, ready to jump in the deep end. Awesome. Okay, well thank you guys so much for your interest. It sounds like you guys are really excited about this. I love that. So let's get into this. So here's a really weird thing that we found. We have talked about how the #1 goal of most new creators is to get their channel monetized and reach 1,000 subscribers. And it's true that these are the most important milestones in your journey to becoming a full-time YouTuber. Yet, weirdly, this is like so strange, we discovered that there was not a single program on the market that guided people to reach these goals. Now, I have such a heart for new creators, and I remember how frustrating and discouraging it was for my channel to be stuck for over 3 years, and I now see how life-changing it can be to have a profitable channel. And that is what led my team and I to create Creator Fast Track, the very first program that guides creators to reach this goal. And not just reach the goal, but to do so in just 3 months. Creator Fast Track is a structured sequential accelerator program. Okay, but what exactly does that mean? Well, it means that unlike many programs, Creator Fast Track is not just a collection of a ton of random growth strategies. It is a system you can follow to quickly and easily grow your channel to 1,000 subscribers so you can get it monetized and start getting paid for your videos. Creator Fast Track follows the 3 phases of the Fast Track methodology, the proven system for growing your channel as quickly as possible. So let's take a look at exactly what those 3 phases are. Phase 1 is called channel strategy. In this phase, you will decide what channel to start, create a strategic plan for growth, and actually start your channel. Then in phase 2, channel launch, you'll record your first videos, launch your channel, and reach your first 100 subscribers. Then in phase 3, channel momentum, you'll promote your videos and use YouTube SEO tactics to propel your channel forward to reach 1,000 subscribers and get monetized. These 3 phases are the core of the Creator Fast Track system, and all of the lessons of the program guide you through completing them so that you can quickly reach that end goal. Creator Fast Track is a comprehensive program that includes video lessons that teach you what you need to do and show you how to do it, as well as detailed action steps that make it easy for you to put what you're learning into practice. And these 2 components work you systematically towards reaching clear, specific goals for each phase to ensure that you stay on track, keep moving forward, and reach 1,000 subscribers as quickly as possible. We designed the program this way to make it extremely easy for you to follow so that you always know exactly what to do and you never feel overwhelmed. Now, as you can see right here in this snapshot of the program's syllabus, Creator Fast Track includes over 50 video lessons to guide you through every step of the process so that you are never left guessing. Now, I know that this might look like a lot, but when you break it down, all you need to do to complete the program in the next 3 months is to watch 3 to 4 lessons per week. And if you are serious about growing your channel, then I know you can make time to do that. By joining right now, you will also be able to take advantage of 12 months of one-on-one email coaching. Our email coaching program allows you to write in at any time, as often as you need, for personalized guidance. And that way you are never left wondering how to solve any challenges you run into. Because we know challenges are bound to come up. But you know what else I know? That instruction and guidance aren't the only things you need. It would also be so valuable for you to connect with other small creators, because not only is it really encouraging to see that you're not alone, but finding people to collaborate with is also a great way to grow your small channel. So we have created a space for you to do exactly that. Our private discussion group is for our paying Creator Fast Track students only, and it is 100% focused on connecting and collaborating. Now, we know that there are tons of free YouTuber groups out there that are just full of tons of people spamming links to their channels and videos. But I believe so firmly that that is not how real growth and momentum is created. And so that is why we keep the Creator Fast Track group focused on creating those valuable connections so that you can do collaborations and grow your channel more quickly. Now, these core pieces are truly everything that you need to build a successful channel. But we've actually decided to include a couple more extra tools to save you some time and make the process of growing your channel even a bit easier. The first one is our channel idea assessment tool. So for those of you who either haven't started your channel yet, or you are trying to narrow down your niche so that you can make sure that all of your videos are designed for one target viewer, as we discussed is so important, this tool is for you. This automated spreadsheet analyzes each of your potential channel ideas and calculates a score for each of those channel ideas so that you can objectively compare your different ideas and find your best opportunity. And the second bonus is our video research analysis tool. This is similar to the channel idea assessment tool, but it is designed to score your video ideas instead. And since every creator continually has to keep coming up with new good video ideas, everyone finds this tool really helpful, no matter where they are in the process of building their channel. The combined value of Creator Fast Track, the year of unlimited email coaching, the discussion group, and these 2 tools is over $6,000. It is an amazing package that truly includes everything that you need to grow your channel to 1,000 subscribers, get it monetized, and turn it into a success. Now, I know that right now you are probably thinking that you would love to access this program and use the fast track method to grow your channel, but $6,200 is a lot of money. So first of all, I just want to assure you that we designed this program for the new bootstrapping creator, and so it is important to us to offer it at a price that makes sense for where you're at right now. But could you humor me for a moment and just consider how much this would really be worth to you? If you could put a price tag on these things, what would it be? Tell me in the chat right now. How much would it be worth to you to have a monetized YouTube channel? Is that something that would be worth $1,000 to you? $5,000? $10,000? $100,000? You know, one of the most common answers that I've heard to this question has actually been priceless. People say, like, that would be worth the world to me. They use those exact words because really, you know, having a YouTube channel that allows you to make money doing something you enjoy, what is that worth? That's worth so much. Or how much would it be worth to you to have an audience that is growing faster and faster every month? How much would it be worth, or how much would you be willing to pay to be able to be a full-time creator? What would that be worth to you? What it really comes down to is this. Why did you show up for this workshop? What is your real reason why? I mean, of course, you came to this workshop today because you want to learn how to grow your channel. That part is obvious. But why do you want that? What would a monetized channel mean to you? Would it allow you to earn a living in a way that's actually enjoyable? Would it give you more flexibility and freedom? Would it open up new doors of opportunity? Would it allow you to have a positive impact on the world? Of course, it would do all of those things. But which of those results is really the most meaningful to you? And how much would having that result be worth to you? Those are questions that only you can answer. While Creator Fast Track includes thousands of dollars of instruction and tools, as I mentioned, it is important to us to offer it at a price that makes sense for where you're at today. And that's why we've decided to undercut the market a bit and offer it for the unusually low price of just $7.99. We also have an affordable payment plan that gives you unlimited access to the entire program and all of these bonuses for just $79 per month. Now, yes, this is a lot less expensive than most other YouTube growth programs on the market. And by setting the price so low, we run the risk of devaluing the program and making it seem less valuable than courses offered by other companies. But I have such a heart for new YouTubers that I decided to take that risk and offer the program at this price that I feel good about to make it as affordable as possible for as many small creators as possible. If you are ready to get your channel on the fast track and get it monetized in just 3 months, then head to gillianperkins.com/CFT-live and sign up now. Again, that's gillianperkins.com/CFT-live. If you are committed to showing up, doing the work, and truly prioritizing your goal to grow your channel, then we are committed to you, and we would love to have you as a Creator Fast Track student. Now, I know that quite a few of you had questions about video production, which I'm really glad to see because making good quality videos that people enjoy watching is a huge part of success on YouTube. So for all those of you who feel like you have some room for improvement when it comes to your video quality, I want to give you a heads up about an opportunity to bundle Creator Fast Track with our Pro Video Production course, Video Creator Academy, for a great price. So when you're signing up, you'll see this box at the bottom of the checkout form giving you the option to add Video Creator Academy to your purchase for just $149, a huge discount from its regular price of $549. This offer is only available when bundled with Creator Fast Track because we want to make it a really easy yes for you, since I know what a big impact your video skills are going to have on your YouTube success. Okay, so I'm checking our enrollment right now, and it looks like several of you have already decided to join the program. That is awesome. Congratulations on joining. You are going to love Creator Fast Track, and I know that you are going to be shocked at how easy it is to make growing your channel. I cannot wait to start working with you. I see Amanda and Ken and Harold have all signed up already. Congratulations. I am so excited to have you join. And I would actually like to throw in a few bonus welcome gifts. So can I add a few more things to the value stack? Okay, so one of the biggest challenges that a lot of YouTubers, big and small, face is that it can take a long time to make a YouTube video. Well, I want to help you out with that and teach you how you can make each of your videos in just 3 hours or less. So we put together this video production workflow system to help you do exactly that. And this isn't just a video lesson, it is a full project management system workflow that you can use to manage the production of your videos and keep the process completely organized and streamlined. We're including this because I really care about your success and I don't want anything to get in your way. Even something as simple as not enough time, which is one of the most common reasons that failed YouTubers say cause them to give up. Now, another common challenge is not knowing what videos to make. It truly can be tough to know what video ideas will prove to be popular and actually get views, unless you know what to look for and how to do your keyword research. And that is exactly what this masterclass, our Video Ideas That Get Watched masterclass, is going to teach you. Okay, and one more bonus welcome gift I'd like to give you. Although, actually, let me check the registration real quick. Okay, so I see we've got Keisha and Ceylon and Tom and Chriselle have all signed up as well. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much for signing up. You are going to love this. Let me throw on this additional bonus welcome gift, and that is one that is especially for all of the introverts who are listening right now. So if any of you, Keisha, Ceylon, Tom, or Chriselle, if any of you are introverts, then this one is for you. Now, I know how awkward it can be to talk to the camera. I know from firsthand experience that it can be a real roadblock to getting started. And honestly, if you don't solve this problem, then it is unlikely that you're going to be able to convince yourself to stick with YouTube for the long run. Because, I mean, who wants to keep feeling uncomfortable like that week after week? So to help you out with that, I put together this workshop, our Camera Confident workshop, to teach you all of my strategies for how I am so confident on camera, as well as some of my favorite secrets for looking and sounding confident before you even fully get to that point. With these free bonuses added to the stack, the combined value you will get when you join Creator Fast Track right now is over $6,600. But as I said before, we want to make sure this is doable for you. So yes, the price is still just $7.99. And I am so happy that we can do this for you because we have gotten so much positive feedback on this price point, and it really makes me feel so glad that we decided to do this. To sign up right now and get the complete program, plus 12 months of one-on-one email coaching, as well as access to our creator discussion group, the channel idea assessment tool, the video research analysis tool, and those 3 free welcome bonuses, you can sign up right now at gillianperkins.com/CFT-live. You can type it into your browser just like that and sign up, or you can click the button that you should see next to this video. Again, that URL is gillianperkins.com/CFT-live. Okay, let me check the registration again here. Okay, so I see that we now have Sabrina and Whitmore and Devin and Carrie and Sarah and Thomas have all signed up as well. Welcome to Creator Fast Track to all of you. It is so good to have you, and just congratulations. I cannot wait to start working with you to grow your channel. I also see a couple people asking in the chat if there is a guarantee or what our return policy is, so let us talk about that. So when you sign up for Creator Fast Track, you can do so with full peace of mind, knowing that you are covered by our 14-day Fast Track guarantee. Now, this is a no questions asked refund policy, meaning that you can sign up and try the program out, and if for any reason you decide that Creator Fast Track isn't for you, just let us know, and we will be happy to provide you with a full refund. We aren't going to require you to show any work or prove that you really tried or anything like that, because we only want students in the program who really want to be there and who are doing this because it's what they want to do. Now, I also know that buying a digital product can just be kind of weird because you can't really pick it up and look at it and try it on before you buy. So I want to offer this option to make this buying decision easier for you so that you can go ahead, sign up now, log in, look around the program, watch a few of the lessons, and then once you really see what it's like, you can make a better informed decision. And don't worry at all that we might be offended or anything if you ask for a refund. We will really be happy to provide that for you if the program is not what you need. So, with all of that in mind, are you ready to get on the fast track to a monetized YouTube channel, a rapidly growing audience, and take this giant step forward towards making a full-time living as a creator? If so, head to gillianperkins.com/CFT-live to sign up now. Okay, so we've got 15 minutes left on the clock, and we're going to spend this time answering questions because I have seen quite a few come into the chat. Now, if you guys can do me a favor, if you have a question that I haven't yet addressed, pop it into the chat again right now. You can copy and paste it or just type it again. That will bring it down to the bottom and make sure I don't miss it. I will scroll up a little bit and try to find some of those questions, but make sure that you see that. Let's see. Sherry said, go in there to sign up now. Awesome, Sherry. Congratulations. William said, thanks for this webinar, Gillian. This was great. I have to clock back in before work, but truly thank you again for this free teaching. Absolutely, William. Thank you so much. Let's see. Sean asked, would this be good for those already in the 100K Mastermind program? Yes, this would be a good fit, but I always recommend focusing on one thing at first. So if you are right now in the period of getting your 100K funnel set up, focus on that first before you start working on YouTube. You can still buy Creator Fast Track today because you will have lifetime access to the program, and this will get you that free channel review, so you can secure that. But I would recommend just focusing on your funnel first if that is where you're at right now. Other people, on the other hand, they want to work on their YouTube channel first and get that rolling, which is good because what that does is it gets your channel to start growing. It gets it past that early stage where you have to focus on it a little bit more, and then you can go and work on actually your business and building your funnels and whatnot. Let's see. Michael said, do you recommend posting a certain amount of videos per month or per week? So we have specific recommendations for this in Creator Fast Track because it's not the same for every person, actually. It really depends on what your goals are and how much time you have to devote, because we want you to post an amount of videos that is sustainable for you, and where you can actually, specifically, that you can do a good job with them. Because posting fewer better quality videos is going to do you better than posting more lower quality videos. So I'm going to leave that as my official answer. You want to post the most number of videos you can while keeping the quality really high. But we actually have a kind of a formula in Creator Fast Track for you to use to calculate the perfect number of videos for you. Another question, how much time does it take to complete the program? So Creator Fast Track is a 3-month program. If you watch 3 or 4 videos of the video lessons per week, you will complete the program in 3 months. Most people spend about 4 to 6 hours per week on both the course and on their channel combined, and they can complete the program in 3 months. Now, if you do need more time, you can totally take more time. It is a self-paced in the sense that you have lifetime access to the program and you can go at your own pace. We recommend tackling it in 3 months because we find that that gets people the best results, though. Danny said he signed up and typed the wrong email address. That's okay, Danny. We'll get it figured out. Just shoot us an email at customer support. I believe that's right. Tiffany, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. I believe it's customer support at gillianperkins.com. And we can get that fixed for you. You can get that record corrected. Or if you just have any emails from me, just hit reply to them and we can get it fixed. Yes, it is customer support at gillianperkins.com. Daniel said, what size videos? 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes? Would you recommend, especially for someone who's never created YouTube videos and not sure what topic to focus on? All those things are covered in detail in the program, Daniel. We typically are going for videos in the 9 to 12 minute range. We find that that works best. That is part of the Creator Fast Track method. If you're wondering how long the lessons in Creator Fast Track are, they vary anywhere from about 5 minutes up to about 25 minutes. I'd say most of them are kind of in the 15-minute or so range. Sherry said, so excited. Thank you for this workshop. I just signed up, Gillian. Awesome, Sherry. That is awesome. Thank you so much for signing up. Can't wait to start working with you. So I just want to address a question that sometimes people have but don't say. And that is, what if I already know everything covered in the program? So, well, okay, first of all, if you already know everything covered in the program, then your channel is probably already growing faster than you even know what to do with. And so you don't need to sign up, okay? But if you're not sure, or if you're worried that this might be stuff you've already learned in another program or just in free videos on YouTube, then I would love to invite you to just sign up and see. Like I said, you can try before you buy, essentially. Sign up, take a look around, watch the video lessons, no harm, no foul at all. And that will let you know if this is something you need or not. Kim said, I just signed up. When do you start? When you start the channel reviews, please? So you'll get an email, Kim, with instructions for how to submit your channel for the review. There's a short form for you to fill out to tell us a little bit about your channel and your goals and your topics, so we know what you're going for. And so you can find that there, and there will be a link for you to submit your channel when you are ready to do so. Patricia said, I signed up and I'm in 100K. I signed up before you said to focus on one. No problem, Patricia. Like I said, now you have Creator Fast Track, and so as soon as you finish up with your 100K funnel, you can go ahead and double down on your YouTube channel, and that's actually going to work really well because the last phase of the 100K method is to develop your traffic strategies. And while you certainly don't have to use YouTube as one of your traffic strategies, and we've got some in there that are, really passive, if you want to use YouTube, it is a phenomenal one. And it's, been an incredible asset for my business, an incredible source of traffic. And so in just a few months here, when you get your funnel finished up, Patricia, YouTube and Creator Fast Track here, it's going to be perfect for you. Lewis said, I signed up, excited. Awesome, Lewis. Congratulations. Thank you so much for sharing. Kim said, what if I don't have anything on the channel yet? No problem, Kim. We're going to guide you through that. That's all going to be covered in phase 1. We'll guide you to set up the channel and get it all planned out and strategized. And then in phase 2, then you will get your first videos posted. So don't worry about that at all. Okay, sometimes people want to know if it's going to work for a certain type of channel. Like, will it work for a music channel? Will it work for a channel about sewing? Will it work for a channel about homeschooling? Will it work for a channel about like a reviews channel? Will it work for a lifestyle vlog channel? So whatever you talk about, I just want to assure you that the fast track method is still going to work for you. And here's why. First of all, the algorithm works the same for all genres and types of videos. It doesn't you do something different with music videos or with cooking videos or anything like that. And then second, the fast track method is not based on ranking your videos for niche keywords. Okay? A lot of other YouTube growth programs, they focus on that specific strategy, ranking your video for niche keywords. That works fine for education channels, but it doesn't work for entertainment channels at all. And so all of those channels, which is really the majority of channels on YouTube that are entertainment channels, they're left out in the cold. The fast track method, we use that's the wrong word. We use a combination of a couple different strategies, but ranking for niche keywords is not one of them. And so this works for channels of all different types, of all different topics, in all different niches. We haven't really seen that there's any difference with the different niches or topics that channels cover. And so you can be confident that it's going to work for your channel regardless of your channel's topic. Let's see. Jacqueline said, when is the deadline to sign up if you missed the offer today? So we've got 6 minutes left on the clock right now to grab this fast action channel review. When these 6 minutes are over, that offer will go away. The Creator Fast Track enrollment will still be open for the next 72 hours. We have 3 days for this enrollment period for this cohort that we're starting right now. And the rest of these limited time bonuses will be available during that 72-hour period. You'll get a follow-up email with a replay for this event, so you can rewatch it or rewatch part of it if you want to, as well as the link to sign up if you haven't signed up right now. I see Chaz said he just signed up. Congratulations, Chaz, and welcome to Creator Fast Track. Cannot wait to start working with you. Okay. What if you're not able to start until next month? I get this question a lot. People saying like, I want to sign up, but I'm about to have a baby, or but I'm about to go on a trip, or but I'm in the middle of a university course. Okay, so you are going to have lifetime access to Creator Fast Track. So whenever you want to get into this, whenever you have the time available, you can jump in and start your 3-month period and double down on your channel for 3 months. Or you also can stretch it out to more time. Like I said, this is not what I recommend. I really do recommend doubling down on your channel for 3 months. That is what will get you the best results. But you can definitely delay your start date, and you also can spend more time on it if you need to. Okay, so we've got just 4 minutes left here for a few more questions, and also left for that fast action channel review. So what the channel review is like is, first of all, you submit your channel with a short form where you tell us your goals for your channel. This is important because we want to know, exactly what topic you're trying to focus on with your channel, what other channels you are perhaps trying to emulate, what your goals are for your channel, what your history is with your channel, those sorts of things. It's a short form, only takes a few minutes to fill out, but it will really help us to give you a better informed strategy for your channel. And then we have one of our channel specialists go in there and examine your channel, analyze it, watch some of your videos, take a look at your comments, take a look at what metadata we can see, look at your videos, topics and titles and thumbnails, as well as your channel banner, how you have your entire channel configured. And they give you recommendations on what you're doing really well and areas for improvement. And then they wrap it all up with specific action steps. Another thing that we always like to include is we actually go out there and do some research for you on video topics to cover, potential gaps in the YouTube market where there is opportunity for you to make videos that could rank really well or could get a lot of views, and we look for other channels that you could collaborate with. So we actually find specific channels, give you a list of those channels with links to them so that you can reach out to them for collaboration, since this is a strategy that is part of the fast track method. Congratulations, Michael. I see that you just joined. That is awesome. Welcome to the program. Can't wait to start working with you. Okay, we've got just 3 minutes left. So let's see if there's any final questions. Or we can just relax, right? I've done enough talking. Once this workshop is done, if you guys have any remaining questions, don't hesitate to shoot us an email. You can reach out at contact@gillianperkins.com or customer support@gillianperkins.com to ask any questions you have about the program. If you're not sure if it's right for you at this point in time, if you're not sure if it's right for your YouTube channel, we'd be happy to take a look at your channel and help you figure that out, if it would be the right fit or not. Jacqueline asked, how do we get the link for the replay? So after we're done here, I will be uploading this. It takes a few minutes. By a few minutes, I mean a couple hours, but it should be up later today. And then we will shoot you an email with the replay link probably first thing tomorrow morning. So just sit tight. You will get that email tomorrow with the link to watch the replay. And I leave all the controls on the replay. I don't know if maybe you've seen some videos in the past where you can skip ahead in different parts of them, but I leave that play bar down there so you can skip to just the parts you need to watch to review the training. Sherry said, do you offer a community with others also building their channels? Yes, we have an exclusive community for our Creator Fast Track students. We host it in Slack, which is a business messaging app. So you can put the app on your phone. You can access it just on your desktop computer or wherever you want. And we like it because the conversations are really organized. So unlike a Facebook group or something like that, we actually have topics of discussion in there. So we have a channel where we discuss collaborations. We have a channel where we discuss YouTube growth strategies. We have a channel where we talk about tech challenges and ask tech questions. We have a channel where we talk about video production and those sorts of things. Thanks for being here, Rebecca. I see that you're headed out right now. But it sounds like you signed up, so welcome to the program, and I look forward to seeing you in our community group. Okay, And Sherry said that she uses Slack for her for work. Okay, so we've got just 30 seconds left here on the clock. This is the last chance to sign up for Creator Fast Track with all of these bonuses. We've got quite the lineup here. When you sign up right now, you will get Creator Fast Track, the program itself. You'll also get 12 months of email coaching, access to our discussion group, the channel idea assessment tool, our video research analysis tool, as well as that video production workflow to help you produce your videos faster, the video ideas masterclass to help you find viral video ideas, our camera confident masterclass to be confident on camera, even if you maybe are an introvert, and that fast action channel review, an extra bonus $100 value included at no cost right now. Time is up now, so we're going to wrap this workshop up. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations to everyone who signed up. I know many of you signed up during this class. I am so looking forward to getting deep into YouTube strategy with you, getting your channel on the fast track to growth and getting you to 1,000 subscribers and monetized over these next few months. So thank you so much, and I'll catch you later.